So, g'day. Wow. Is this working? Oh, yeah. The light's green. So, this is what I use. So hopefully, it does work. Yep. So, anyway, I'm at home and I'm looking at some. Let me put the microphone on. I'm looking at some rock specimens that I got on a job site. So, these were just laying on top of the ground. No one really cared that I took them. Wasn't it part of any structure. So anyway, this is from the formation that's actually there. So this is a siltstone, whatever. Yeah, looks like siltstone, sandstone. Looks like also mudstone. And I think this might be a shale because it's splitting along a plane. Yeah, but I'm just going to class it as a mudstone. So I've got quite a few of the actual rocks. And the only sedimentary rock that I've looked up that's actually been named is the Riddle Sandstone. Obviously, these are not sandstone. So, yeah, let me flip you around and we'll just have a look at them. So, oh, you like my beautiful garden? I've got carrots, spring onion, spinach. Oh, look, pumpkin. And rocks. So this is the best meal you can ever have. Here's beautiful rocks. So, okay, so these are all the rocks that I got. And this one seems to be the hardest. It's actually quite hard to break. But when it breaks, you can see it breaks into planes. And while I don't think it is I wouldn't term it as a shale. It could get people confused as a shale. Okay. Shale. Okay, so yeah, this is images. So here I have my notes, and as you can see, on the geological map, the Riddle Shale is OU. Well, basically at this time this wasn't actually defined, but it is very graptolitic in the shale part. It has as you can see, it consists of different type of rock, not just sandstone. So it's grey whack, which is a coarse grained sandstone with a 15% or more clay. Has grit in it, so very minor. Has sandstone, thick bedded, turbidic, that means it's a continental slope. Has our conglomerates, deep marine, but it also has siltstone, has mudstone in it as well. So it's pretty much a lot of different types of rocks. I think that this one is the undifferentiated, so it's not the Riddle Sandstone. And if you haven't got the Rocked app, this is a very good app to get. For Australia, it does work, but a lot of other places you can't really get a highly localized geological map. So where we're going is Sunbury. Oops. Sorry, I dropped my phone then. So we have mountain, we have Sunbury up here. Okay, and as you can see, it has mainly yellow. So where we going? So we've got Buller here. And if we turn off the bedrock for a minute, it's a lot easier to locate where you want to go. We've got Buller. Where we're going is roughly over here. So in this locality there. And, yeah, Oh no, not that one. Over here. This is actually a quarry for basalt. As you can see, it's New Volcanics. So they're using that basalt for the train tunnels that they're building in Melbourne. Okay, so we've got bedrock. If it actually wants to work. Oh, God. So here's the actual quarry. So the cover rock is basalt. So that's what was covering it. In the valley, it's been eroded, but the basalt does go into the valley, into the actual river course. And here it says Riddle Sandstone. So late Ordovician, 458,443.8 million. So as you can see, well sorted, conglomerate rounded. Yeah. So it has black shale, black and grey siltstone, sandstone. Okay, so that's what I actually didn't write down on the actual map. So, we might have black and, so this is the black siltstone, as you can see. It's very blocky. And this is probably a massive formation, but you can see these small laminations in it. Not really any distinctive bedding, but probably just the layering of the actual sand. Silt, should I say. Yeah, so that's quite nice. Actually like that. Here's another one. So this is more compacted. Siltstone, mudstone. And this is probably more into getting into a slate. But it doesn't have the bedding of a slate, so that's just another mudstone. And here we have a fresh fracture, so this is the same as that one. Obviously, no fossils. You could contain fossils, but what I like is this rock. You can see the laminations of the different rocks. So this is siltstone. This is probably coarser grained here. Probably getting into the sandy coarseness. And as you can see, you've got another lamination down there. So different periods of sedimentation. This is probably more a environment of more higher energy. This is probably less energy. Probably also sort of hemipelagic. It probably contains calcium carbonate from the animals that drift down to the bottom of the water. And as you can see here, you can see how it has been folded. So this is a slight fold because this is part of the the mountain building process. So here's another siltstone. You can see the bedding on this rock. And there is this one. So this one looks nice. If you put water on it, it does look better with water. So this is a similar environment and deposition with this rock. And here's another one with different depositional environments and sedimentation. So this is lighter, darker, more greyish up here. This is pretty chalky, so this siltstone. Could also be some limestones in here as well, but I don't think any have been described. So, yeah, so more like a siltstone with probably a higher percentage of calcium carbonate. And there is this one. So this one's more the mudstone, the same that. Down below we have the siltstone. And as you can see, my hands, it's like chalk. So anyway, that is my recent find. So I do like to collect different specimens from around the place. The Geological Society of Australia probably has all these specimens anyway. And probably the Melbourne Museum. But, if you wanted to get your own personal collection. This is probably a bit too much, but it's a good representative sample of the actual locality formation. Throw that back in the garden. That one too. So all I'll need to do is just log those and I don't know, just chuck them somewhere. I really got nowhere place to actually store this, so maybe I should actually stop collecting any of these specimens. No one else really cares about them, especially my wife. $200. What are you gonna do? Well, I've got a nice garden I can fix. Maybe I can have a rock garden with all the plants. Beautiful. So, maybe I should do some videos about the Victorian geology formation after I've actually learned it a lot better than what I have now. But basically, from the Grampians going east is Turbidic. So, and at the Grampians is a lot older. The Grampians are younger than the actual turbidites over there. I think they're like Cambrian, the turbidites. So the actual formation of the continent was going from west to east, and in the east, I think they might be Devonian turbidites. They've got Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian, Devonian. So that is very interesting to learn. And let's have a look at my garden. So spinach, this is pretty bitter. So I have garlic. There's a tomato plant growing there. Got some more spinach. This is chili spinach. I want the seeds, so that's why I'm letting it grow. Bok choy in the background. Oh, I'm growing a eucalyptus tree. This is going across the road. Got some more garlic, more spring onion. This one I think is a peach. No, not a peach, apricot. Okay, got some. These are just flowers. And I have some beautiful pumpkins. Nice pumpkins, smaller. So I think in the United States you call these butternut squash, but in Australia we call them butternut pumpkins. So it's all pumpkin. No, this is kale. I want that to seed again. So I don't get rid of the plants, I just let them seed. And this is all pumpkin again. There are not tomatoes, potatoes here somewhere. They're not shooting up. Don't worry about that weed. And here we have some, not lavender, jasmine. This beautiful plant. This one's a native one. I can't remember. But anyway, that's my backyard, my garden. It's not really big, as you can see. This is the way Melbourne houses are going. And these rock specimens, I will. So this is my wife's table. Don't tell her, or she'll tell me off. So this is the Morris fossils that I've got. And here's the other specimens that I've put numbers on, but I haven't protected yet, so I've just left them out in the open. Okay, still wearing masks. And here's the mud lobster tunnels, phosphate nodules. Yeah, so anyway, so let me know what I can actually make a video about. I'm just making random videos, basically going around geological places, and I'd actually like to make something that's more informative. I see that's the train. Terrible. I've had to move rooms. Yeah, anyway, so it would be nice. So people like to get comparisons with andesite and I don't know, basalt and whatever else. those type of videos, and it does help them. Maybe I can do some more of those. Anyway, thank you very much, and have an awesome, I'm going to say coin and banknote. That's my other channel. But rock collecting time. Just remember, yeah, probably don't do that.